if we get Half-Life 3 before GTA 6, I am going to lose it. What's going on, guys? My name is A Rose. Thank you guys so much for stopping by as always, and today we're talking about the Steam Machine and why I am so excited for it. I know there's a ton of videos of people talking about technical specs and is it going to be powerful enough? The system's not even out yet, guys, come on. But, you know, and other videos like this is a huge shakeup for gaming, which it is, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about my personal excitement and why I'm personally excited. And yes, this is a biased video, okay? I am a Valve fanboy. There's no secret in that. I've said this before. I'll say it again. The Valve Steam Deck is my favorite console of all time. Obviously, I'm biased. That's what this video is. It's a biased video about me being excited for the Steam Machine. But before I jump into this video, I want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. Seriously, you guys absolutely smashed the last video, blew my expectations out of the water, and genuinely it feels so good coming back after a long hiatus and working my ass off and making a video and seeing you guys absolutely blow it up, at least for my channel at least. I know that 400, or it's close to 400 now. We're getting to 400 views for that video, but that amount of views for me is quite a decent bit, and genuinely, thank you guys. I was only expecting like 30 views for that video, so you guys absolutely smashed it. Thank you guys. And, you know, I usually don't say this, but like and subscribe. Hey, it's free. It helps me out. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys fuck with my content, let me know for sure. But thank you guys so fucking much. It means the world. Now let's go ahead and talk about why I'm excited for the Steam Machine. I was going to say Steam Deck. Even though I do plan on getting a Steam Deck again, I've had two Steam Decks. I currently don't have one. I ended up giving my first one away to a buddy who was leaving, and the second one, unfortunately, ended up breaking, and I bought it used, so I couldn't get, you know, the Valve warranty on it and anything. But I'm genuinely interested in getting one again, and I do want to make a video about the Steam Deck again for sure. But this video is about the Steam Machine and why I am so excited for it. As I said, other creators talk about, you know, specs and why this is a radical change that's going to shift gaming unlike anything else before. I realistically don't think it's going to be a huge change, but it is a pretty big deal. I mean, look at the current state of the gaming industry right now. I mean, fucking, you know, PlayStation is over here being lazy Larry, not doing jack shit, not releasing anything, you know. Nintendo is greedy as fuck, alright? I already made a whole video about Nintendo, and Xbox is shooting itself in the fucking foot, bro. They don't even know if they want to continue this with this console shit, right? So, genuinely, a disruptor is fantastic, and I'm so glad that it's Valve. But at the same time, we've seen a very similar system like this. The Steam Deck. This is pretty much a souped up Steam Deck that plugs into your TV. And that's fantastic. I love that. I'm so glad that we can finally have a system that acts both like a PC and a console, but does it in a way where it feels like a console. That's the big thing. I see a ton of videos about people making PC boxes for their living room, which is great, but it runs Windows. And again, the SteamOS is just such a good user experience that I can load up a Steam Deck and get to playing. And you know, it seems like it's going to be very similar for the Steam Machine. And again, I'm just so hyped. But let's get into one of the biggest reasons I'm also excited for this system, the controller. Because guys, this is fantastic. The original Steam controller is a controller that I both love and hate. Prices for the Steam controller recently have gotten a little bit out of control. But I remember using the Steam controller a while back at a buddy's house, and I kind of liked it. When it first came out, I thought it was the weirdest design ever, and it not having dual analog sticks at a time, you know, it came out in 2015. Like we needed to have dual analog sticks. Instead, it replaced the D-pad with a trackpad, this weird like trackpad, D-pad hybrid, I guess you could call it, and completely replaced one of the other analog sticks with a full-blown trackpad. And I mean, it worked for some games, but for a lot of games it didn't. And that's where the new one comes in. It said, you know what, we're going to have both analog sticks and we're going to have two trackpads that are very similar to the ones that are in the Steam Deck. And oh my God, that was amazing. I remember seeing that, the reveal, and I was like, finally, dude, this is fantastic. Because I've been saying for the longest time, I love the Steam Deck, but I wish I had a controller that did the same thing. And now we have it. And yeah, the trackpads may be a little weird for some people at first, but when you use them, they're great, especially for navigating Linux. It's far better than using, the joystick. All right, that's for damn sure. And far better than using the touchscreen, at least in my opinion, on the Steam Deck. But this is going to be on a TV, right? This isn't, you probably won't have a touchscreen for your TV, right? So it's going to be, a lot easier to maneuver your Steam machine with the trackpad. Same thing for DS, 3DS, and Wii emulation. I promise you, if you haven't used it for those, try it out if you have a Steam Deck. It's fantastic. And also for games that require mouse movement, like strategy games or old DOS PC games. Those are going to be playable. Point and click games, adventure games, more obscure games that require a mouse movement, right? It's fantastic. And it gives you another way to control a system that looks amazing. Another reason I'm excited for this is that it runs off of SteamOS and Linux, which means I can install emulators and play a ton of games without having to hack my system. I can just do it with, and I'm sure EmuDeck and those people are going to make a version for the Steam machine for damn sure. But genuinely, I can load up a bunch of emulators and play games all the way up to the PS3 and maybe even some PS4. Where we're sitting at PS4 emulation right now, it's kind of iffy, but I can guarantee the Steam machine will play almost all the PS3 games you want to play, any PS2 games, original Xbox games, maybe even some 360 titles, and everything below that, right? Which is fantastic. That's great. Being able to play like PS2 games on the same system I could play Doom: The Dark Ages is crazy. You're not doing that on a PS5. Not really on an Xbox. I mean, they have the 360 titles and whatnot, but it's not going to be the same thing. And being able to play, Nintendo games on a Steam machine is going to be crazy. And again, you can also emulate the handhelds too. And with the trackpads, it's going to be easier than using the controller to play games like the DS games, 3DS, and Wii games. It's going to be great for that. And I think that the potential for the emulation and modding community is going to be great. You're also going to have Steam Workshop support and get mods. You can't play modded BO3 on a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox One X or Series S, or Series X, whatever the fuck they're calling it now. But genuinely, it's crazy, and the potential of Linux and SteamOS is pretty much near boundless. And I know some people are going to be like, well, it can't run easy anti-cheat games, it can't run this, so why would you want to buy it, blah, blah, blah. Because one, not everybody plays those games, and two, you can install Windows on it. You can dual boot this thing with Windows. And again, use it like an actual PC. It is a PC replacement, and that's why I love it. It's crazy that it has great specs. The specs of this thing seem to be better than my PC. Again, I'm not going into specs here, but to give a rough representation, I think it's going to be close to a 4060. But again, I'm so fucking hyped for this thing, man. The fact that I could play a ton of old games and new games on this, and it be in SteamOS is just crazy. Now, this is the part where I'm going to go into some speculation territory, I should say. I'm going to cover price and then exclusive titles, right? Price point is a little tricky with this system because I do think that Valve is going to have to nail the price point for this system to really catch on. I personally think, at least this is what I would pay. For the 512 model, they should shoot for around $600 to $650. Let's say $650. The Steam Deck OLED, 1 terabyte is $650 for the 512 model, and $800 or $850 for the 2 terabyte model. Any more than that, it's going to be a little hard to justify. And the closer it gets to $1,000, the less and less likely I personally am to purchase one, because that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a system, but I do think it will be worth it. And if it's at 1,000, I can definitely see it selling like a decent bit of units. But if it's like 800, 700, 650, I could see it selling over 1 million units. And I think Valve really needs to be competitive with the price point. I know that they said it's going to be closer to a PC than a console, but that's very vague. I mean, consoles, are they talking about the Series S? Are they talking about the Series X, the expensive one at $800? Is it going to be over $800? Or do they think like console like $500 or $400? Again, we don't know what exactly they mean by that. That's not very specific, but I think if Valve can price it competitively with a $650, $700 PC build, that's going to be very enticing for a lot of people, for damn sure. And the other thing is exclusives. Are we getting any new exclusives? Well, Deadlock is a game that is like kind of in mid-development right now. I do fully see Deadlock coming out when the system comes out, for damn sure. But I don't think Deadlock is going to sell consoles. And there have been a lot of rumors about Half-Life 3. Now, am I going to get my hopes up for Half-Life 3? No, because we had the same rumors, or roughly the same rumors with the Steam Deck. Okay, Half-Life 3 has been rumored to come out for so fucking long now, but there is a lot more evidence than the last couple times it's been leaked, supposedly. That makes me, somewhat excited, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. But if it does come out with Half-Life 3, that's going to sell systems, that's going to sell units. And if Valve starts making video games again, oh my God. I mean, I know they're still working on Deadlock, and Deadlock is cool, but imagine if we got a Half-Life 3 or Portal 3 or TF3 or, God, I'm hoping for Left 4 Dead 3. But genuinely, what if we got a new Team Fortress game? That would be amazing. Or even a TF2 remake or redo, to have better controller support. Maybe add some new characters, some new maps, redo, the engine a little bit, make the game look nicer. That'd be fantastic. But I'm not going to get my hopes up about all that shit. I do feel like Deadlock is going to release with the system, though. And Deadlock's cool. I have a lot of fun playing Deadlock, but they really do need to release something like Half-Life 3 to sell systems, for damn sure. And overall, I mean, yeah, that's it. I know I didn't go super in-depth with why I'm excited, but, I'm excited for the huge library. The fact that, again, I can play a bunch of older systems and new systems at the same time. I can play all the games I want to personally play on the system. The controller's fantastic. The mod support is fantastic. And we might be getting Half-Life 3, guys. That's huge news. And genuinely, I think this is going to be great for the gaming industry when right now it feels like it's at its lowest point it's ever been at. And genuinely, I think Valve is going to nail it with this, especially if they can get the price to be good enough for most people to justify it. Overall, let me know why you guys are excited for this system. I know this wasn't a super long video, but I didn't want to, go too in depth. As I said, there have been a lot of videos that have been made, but genuinely, I am excited as fuck for this system, and I hope you guys are too. And, as for some PC games that I'm excited to play, there are PC exclusives. I'm going to put some PC exclusives here somewhere on the screen that you guys should check out and that I'm excited to play on this system. So overall, as I said, I'm just really excited, and I hope you guys are too. And let me know in the comments below what you guys are excited for and what you guys want to see out of this channel next. But my name is A Rose. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.